What up? All right, we got Garrett just in time. Garrett just in time. That was incredible time. That was similar timing to Corey yesterday.
Well, I didn't have very much time to go far, so I was already.
I know. I don't let him out of my sight. We just recorded a good buy box.
What? Check the group chat.
Oh, I don't have my phone. Private chat. Oh, what up? What up, Hussein? Oh shit! I need. That's awesome. Good. We just submit. Yeah, there's no such thing as luck with ungating. It's just submitting a shitload of times. Honestly, like it's just part of it. Like you'll be fine. You'll get it. You'll get it, John. I believe in you. G-Body Benz. What's up, Mohammed? Cool. So we'll give everyone a sec to hop in here. Ooh, we got the 3 channels going. That's a vibe. Let's see. Okay, we got a new buy box bandage dropping tomorrow as well. Let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's wild.
Yo, oh, we're live. What's up, y'all?
Yes, oh yeah. Get right into it. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? It's going Carlos, John, Muhammad. Sweet. Yeah, we're just having a good day.
What's up?
Very good work day. Yeah.
Is there another one that exists?
Oh, that's a good point. No. Very, very good point. Okay, boom. Got the pod going live tomorrow. What's up? Hello, panel. Hello, Relax and Talk Sports. I hope you're doing great. You're doing great. Life is good. G-Body Benz. Run. How far are you running after this?
8 miles.
Casual.
Chad, 8 miles.
It just breaks up the day so well.
How many steps do you do a day, Garrett?
I have no idea. Where do I check?
Check. It's in your health app. Yeah.
The problem is the health app doesn't track like your basketball and like all that.
Oh, no. I do 15K a day, not counting basketball. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, you hit the Brickle Key once. That's 9 of them right there. You know?
Yeah.
You walk over to BCC once. That knocks out another 3. You know, like we're already at 12. I haven't even seen the wife yet. You know what I mean? Like we're already, we're cooking. 2024 is best to start Amazon or eBay. Which platform is best? At the end of the day, dude, both stuff works. Like we all mainly do Amazon stuff. But like at the end of the day, like whatever you put time into is going to work.
Yeah. If you want to make $1,000 a month, eBay is way easier. If you want to make 10,000, Amazon's easier. It's kind of the thing.
Yeah, people definitely are Chad scaling eBay, but it's significantly hard. You got to create all.
Dude, I want to meet some like
take pictures.
eBay Chads. Yeah.
Yeah. What's good, y'all? Well, the neat thing about eBay is you can thrift like 100 tons of shit like that.
Yeah, you'd have to be buying like liquidation return type stuff, I assume.
Yep.
Between like 18 and 22,000.
Damn. I'm sitting at 8, which is still way more than most people take, but.
Yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, if I'm not running, I don't really move much. Right?
Yeah.
Because if I lift, I'm not really moving around much.
Wait, how many are you doing, Garrett?
Between like 18 and 20, 18 and 22.
That's nuts.
Including the running, though?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was saying. Like, I really don't move around much if I'm not running. I'm mainly in the lab.
We've been regimenting. I've been getting these boys sun maxing some of the coaching group chats. I've been telling them, we're like, all right, make sure you're buying products, but also get the 10K steps in, get the sun maxing in.
Sweet, y'all are rolling now. Are you doing influencer program? No, I don't think any of us are. It is a good opportunity.
It's good though, man. Yeah. Listen to the buy box bandits on that if you haven't. You probably
that was a good episode. Yeah.
Seems like a good little cash flow booster while you're trying to build up inventory and all that.
And just a great way to get comfortable on camera.
Yep.
Not be afraid.
You get free
of
stuff
like
too
that.
after you really start ripping it. Like.
Yeah, completely. Right.
What was it? Cade was talking about it at conference. They're just getting like random stuff sent. That's cool.
Well, the guy Live for Profit on Instagram, he's been crushing it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, hold on now. Oh, see now, this is a rare unicorn right here. I just got ungated in Nike, the first upload. Boy, that's awesome. Cool.
That is awesome.
Okay, well, I have 10 procs, 2 of which sell, the rest never sold. All good moving, great buy cost for others to get the buy box. Why? I know location matters, but 2 out of 10 is crazy. What do I do? Pedro, if we're talking about FBM and you're a newer seller, it's either you don't have buy box eligibility on those products, which comes with time, or those listings aren't FBM friendly, which they very well might not be.
Yeah. How's sourcing going? I mean, it's a little worse than it was last couple days, but there's still a couple things.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be doing manual either too much, Oscar. Like manual is way harder than just doing like reverse sourcing, storefront stock and stuff, where you can let Google tell you where a product you already know is selling well is carried. Manual is going to be a little bit harder.
How many hours a day across your team do you guys spend sourcing, Warner?
I mean, there's
40 or so, right? Yeah.
7, or we're down to we're at 6 full-time sourcers right now, sourcing 8 hours.
Like 50 hours, 48 hours, something like that.
So that's like how many? That might be over 1 million hours a year. 3,000. Wait, all right, 200.
How much you guys
that's right around there. Yeah, right around there. Yeah.
Like 4 to 6. Good days would be like 10.
I do both, just a little tough today. Yeah, figure there's always opportunity. How can I know what websites count to get ungated for the 10x products invoice? All big sites. If it's a site that you recognize, it'll work.
Yep. Yeah, a million. No, that's 15,000 hours. I was like, there's no way it's a million.
Oh wait. Yeah. My bad. Wait. Yeah. My math. I was thinking 200 times 50. Not.
You're carrying 2 extra zeros there.
Yes.
Yeah,
50 hours times 200 days, 200 working days a year. Okay.
You guys all right at the Nike outlet.
I mean, you need 700 VAs to do those.
700 VAs. All of them add 5 leads a day. You're buying 3,500 unique products every day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that'd be intense. But just scan everything, right? You'll start to develop like a sixth sense in terms of just smelling out the deals. What shoes are cheaper than they usually are, what things go for on Amazon, and you'll just start to really get way more efficient. But in the beginning, unfortunately, you don't have that empirical data, right? You don't know what's normal for some products, what's normal for others. The other cool thing is you'll start to see things pop up over and over and over again, right? You'll see the Revolution 5s that are maybe $10 cheaper than they were a couple months ago, or like the Nike, whatever the two, what are they like? What are the black ones that you wear, Miles? They're a big outlet one.
Free Run 2018.
Those have
been a good OA item.
Those have been good.
So you'll see those pop up. Maybe those are on sale.
Yep.
Or you'll see like the back wall 20% off. Yeah, so just get really familiar with the store. And I mean, again, just like repetition, and listen to our podcast episode a couple days ago. We 13 million a year RA. There's no ceiling to what you can do with that stuff.
With 13 kids too. I got college dudes taking epic. 3 credits talking about I don't have my time. Like my brother in Christ, you're in freshman year biology.
Yeah, freshman year of college might be when you have the most time ever.
Literally, that probably was when it peaked. Literally was when it peaked, I would say. Yeah.
High school for me, I had no time with sports and travel.
Yeah, it was the same. Yeah.
Because I had to drive to school, homework. It was a mess.
Oscar typically. Oh yeah, that's a good.
Yeah. When did you guys say is the best time to get your first VA? Oscar, it's not a revenue decision; it's a bottleneck decision. So whenever more leads becomes your bottleneck, usually it's somewhere between 30 to 100,000 a month. But obviously it's a big range. So it's whenever you're just running out of time and you know how to source more stuff.
I was going to say the 30 to 100, that doesn't help much because that's most people.
Realistic sale/profit monthly. Go with retail arbitrage for a first-time seller. Yeah, don't worry about the numbers. You got to worry about getting reps in initially, right? Some sellers will walk into the Nike outlet tomorrow. They'll correctly use the 15%. They'll dap the employee up so the employee tells them the good product next time. Right? Some sellers won't do any of that, right? They're not going to do FBM. They want to FBA everything. They want to use a prep center. So naturally they're going to get results slower. Focus on the inputs and just get going, Daniel. But you should ideally have your first sales within a month if you do it right.
Well, I've been having a bad day until I came across the lab.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. That's
beans.
What kind of questions you
get? Yeah.
Good name too. Great vibes.
Is Amazon really going to 50 units to get ungated instead of 10? If they're required, I've seen 10.
That's only for buying directly from Amazon too, Scott. So 99% of the time you're ungating, it's still 10 units.
I mean, the other thing is most brands have a site, right, that you can then order from instead. Under Armour, Puma, Nike. I mean, you name the brand, add a .com, and they probably have their own products that you can get 10 of.
How can I know what websites count as authorized distributors? There's really no set criteria for it, Clips. You just got to submit a bunch in terms like any retailer that you can buy name brand products is going to work if you provide the email, you beef it up, you name the invoice right. maybe include the shipping email, the purchasing email, the delivery email and such, and everything. It just kind of, what you got to understand is that you're probably going to get declined a couple of times, and that's completely normal. Just trust us here. It'll work.
Credit card statements. Yeah, throw the kitchen sink at them. It'll stick at some point.
Yep. Do you think you should ask friends to buy products, leave a review? No, Pedro. If Amazon can sometimes figure that out, and that's review manipulation. Reviews don't matter enough for that to matter.
Dude, I did that in the first like 3 months. I got a message from Amazon within like a week. It was scary how quick.
Like, I mean, they got to be on top of that. Otherwise, private label would be a nightmare if they didn't have fake
people are
reviews
still
dialed
using.
Bro, I thought I was so slick. I like wrote out something, photocopied it, stuck it in every merchant fulfill box. I was like, I offered him like a $20 gift card for a review. I was like, oh, this is so smart. A week later, Amazon says something. Oh, psych.
I'm surprised you didn't get in more trouble for that.
It was like, I feel like it was like 3-4 years ago. So it was such a different time. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even really hear about finagling like that, honestly.
No.
Yo, Miles, any advice on scaling? Would you recommend maxing out Amex? Definitely not. Now, for example, for the right young king, is that the best strategy? I'm not going to lie. Yes. However, that is for the very, very minority of people. What you need to do to gauge if that's for you is on day one, list a bunch of random products to FBM. And if they start selling fast, you might be one of those chosen people. No. You want to reduce risk as much as possible, Alex, right? You want to FBM, you want to get proof of concept, right? Typically, big growth scaling wise comes from FBMing a small quantity of products that have really good velocity, right? So that's typically going to be listings below a 10 or 20K rank that are getting a lot of FBM buy box share, which luckily you can keep a product finder for.
Yeah.
Miles and I used to do this way back in the day, and you can still do it now. We would have a bunch of stuff listed that we knew we can curbside pick up on demand. That stock wasn't an issue. So it'd be like a 2 or 3 day rotation. A bunch of stuff would sell. We'd schedule the curbside pickup. They'd bring it out to our car. We'd ship it out, rinse and repeat. Yeah. And again, that can still happen if you find the right products, the right opportunities, the right stores. Those sorts of things really, really kind of diversify and spread out your risk, and just speed up that cash flow way quicker than sending into a prep center. They take 3 days to fulfill it. Now they send it to FBA, 3 weeks to FC transfer. Now it's available. Now the FBM seller has already sold and repeated 4 separate times.
Yep. Amex is maxed at 25K, waiting for the next payment. That's what's up. I mean, clearly, so you're asking about the VA. Clearly, you know how to source to some level, but capital is your limit. So you're not ready for the VA yet. Once capital is not your limit, you will be, though.
I tried TJ Maxx, Burlington, Kohl's, and Ross, but still kind of worried about selling branded items. Okay, Daniel, imagine looking your great-grandpa who was forced by the government to pay 90% taxes and to go leave the love of his life, his high school sweetheart that he married and already had a kid with, to go fight in
this is a new edition
across the world to launder money from taxpayers to private companies. Right? That you're nervous about selling Legos for a 3x markup with proven sales history that worst comes to worst, you could return if they didn't sell.
He must have had an extra long walk today to spice that one up.
The high school sweetheart's a nice touch. I like that.
The frog,
think about how wild that is. Put that in.
Pull out all the stops.
And either get rich on the internet, put in the work with the boys, right? Or luckily there's a cushy office job waiting for you for the next 40 years if you want it. Right, probably with in a graveyard of dreams. Unfortunately,
both clearly very, very much work. It's which one do you want? It's up to you.
What products should I start to get ungate for back to school season? The basic big brands you're going to want to have for like backpacks and stuff, and clothing is going to be like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, etc.
Crayons, markers, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was going to go Crayola too, for sure, as well. It'll make it very apparent, though, what products you should be buying. I mean, you can just ungate as you go.
For sure.
War, Frog, Next Life, worked for 40 years.
Is there a way to figure out exact number of days your inventory has been at Amazon? Yeah, go to the, I mean, if you're looking at the 0 to 60 stuff, then yeah, that's like the closest way to tell. You can also see like date created if you created the SKU, or ideally you're putting enough data in your SKUs to answer that question for you. So you should be putting your dates in your SKUs if you don't already add.
How to unlock brands. Yeah, just watch either Warner Eyes videos on gating for that. Where can we find extensive Keepa and SaaS training? Melissa, in my humble opinion, you are on the three best YouTube channels on planet Earth for that. So just go and click the names, check out some videos, right? Search any of our names with Keepa next to it. You'll find some good stuff that'll get you up to speed quick.
Yep. Good place for Lego. Lego honestly isn't too good to source anytime outside of Q4, Gary. I wouldn't mess with it right this time of year.
Yeah, because
it's a lot of like buy and hold type stuff. Like Lego is great if you can afford to let your money sit there for 2 years, but that's not what you want to do unless you have, at least 6-figure net worth already.
Again, don't overcomplicate it, right? If you're less than a year into your Amazon career, you shouldn't be thinking about replens specifically, but you shouldn't be thinking about seasonal items. You shouldn't be thinking about identifying, source the easiest low-hanging fruit and you'll win.
Yep. Can you give a SKU sample? Yeah, I mean, Melissa, the way we do it is it's the date that we sent the item in, and then it's the supplier, and then it's the buy cost, and then it's like a random digit that Amazon assigns. So we can see like when I'm repricing, how long ago did I send it, what did it cost me, and how likely am I going to be able to restock it?
Can I use Scotch but I would just use like shrink wrap you get from Walmart or a poly bag you can get from Amazon. Keep it cheap. Keep it cheap, lean and mean.
I do hope that's not true. Yeah, it's not 50 for ungating, guys. That's just for if you're going to buy on Amazon. And if you need to buy a product off Amazon, you're probably not even profitable because you would have just ungated using whatever source you found it profitable. All right. Yo, Miles, I'm a 20-year-old barber and looking to get into FBA. Would you recommend a mentor/advisor to help on the way, or just go all on? Yeah. So Tomas, you're in the right place, man. Like you can watch a ton of our stuff, If you're looking for formal help, we have links to that in the description and such, man. But we do these streams all the time. We post tons of content on social media. Like we can totally help with whatever you need. And you're at the perfect spot, man, where you already have a good skill, being a barber. You've clearly done, independent education. You've gone to different classes, etc. So treat learning Amazon the same way.
Also start an Instagram.
20 as a barber already is sick. That's like, you're probably fresh out the cosmetic school.
Okay. So he's got the burner profile pic though. Okay. He's got the Breakfast Club profile picture, I think. So, yeah, maybe look into that. I think that might be a little bit of a red flag.
You only have $500 and you start online arbitrage. I would go to the thrift stores, Sonny. So you're looking for books that are $1, sell for $20 on Amazon. You're looking for VCR players that are $5, you're selling for $50 on Amazon, all that kind of stuff. Then you have like a grand or two, then yeah.
How much percentage should be at least making on all your products at minimum? I mean, 15, 16% always is a pretty good expectation, right? You give yourself some wiggle room for error, assuming you're not going to be the most fluent, the most perfect sourcer, right? So you want to bake in some room for error. But yeah, 15, 16, 18%, 14%, some margin, not ROI, margin, right? Profit divided by your sales. And that'll be a good place to start.
Yep. Does FBM promise delivery date affect buy box win, or price is more important? Phenomenal question, Therion. It absolutely does. You want to have the best delivery dates possible for how quick you can personally ship the orders out, as well as price, right? The nice thing is the market's set on a lot of these listings on Amazon. Like you kind of have a general idea, and then you can look at the delivery dates of other sellers. Just open up the listing in an incognito window, and you can see when they're expected to deliver and if you'll be able to be competitive or not. Based with that, the primary driver of that, guys, is going to be being in 0-day handling time at FBM.
Yep. Why does it feel like I'm not making profit? Like all my money goes into credit card and other things. Is that how you guys feel at your current level? So, I mean, that feeling kind of subsides, but the cool thing is it means you're growing. What I assume is happening is you're spending more and more money every single month, right? And so everything goes back into the credit card. You're finding all these good leads. You're getting better at sourcing, right? So you're just throwing everything back into the business. So your business is growing, right? If you added up all your inventory, I'm assuming you're growing each and every month. It's just in a weird kind of cash flow statement because you have no consistency. If your spend would be the same, your business would grow. But because your business is growing, your spend is growing, it feels as though you're not really moving anywhere, but you are.
Yeah, Alex, take 1% of your profit every month as a owner's distribution, so you can start to feel that it's real money.
Yeah, that
pays for your coffee this month. It pays for a dinner next month, and then Yeah, yeah, and then you're
Buy
what,
Lam-
1%
buy
bet
Lambo,
buying the Lambo. Yeah.
buy Lambo.
Yeah, pay yourself 1% until it's, you can start pulling a salary for real, and then you're just kind of used to pulling profit. Makes it.
And the
more
cool thing is
tangible.
you can track that growth every month, right?
Yeah.
Sum it up for January, February, March. In theory, right, you should see that continue
Gets you in
to
the
tick
habit of
up.
doing your books properly and all that.
Ooh, okay. Looking at wholesale for FBA, ROI/sales a month, would you recommend as a minimum for a new seller? Super good question. I'd say 100 sales per month, which is typically going to correlate to sub 100K sales rank, and 30% ROI plus, specifically on the wholesale side of things. Grocery types of products, you might go a little bit lower than that. OA is a little bit different because you got cash back and such too, a little bit more returnable types of products and such. And I think so 35% higher than that for shoes.
Yep. Yeah, Maria, get a CPA to do your taxes. Assuming you made decent money last year. Yeah, we all have CPAs doing it.
Does Walmart cancel orders? No. You should never really ask if a website cancel orders. You should just fire away, and and it'll come up. And that doesn't. It's not because we don't want to answer the question. It's more so because like we know a ton of wealth is lost by worrying about cancels that never come, right? So you want to let cancels happen if they're going to happen, not a big deal at all, and then get around them if you can, which in many cases you're going to be able to.
How do you cut your costs? Almost all the costs are somewhat fixed except for your product costs. That's the easiest lever to pull. So that is, there's like 9 or 10 different things we like to mention. Coupon sales, gift cards, cash back, loyalty rewards programs, asking people or asking customer service, like all that kind of stuff. The more of those you do, the cheaper your buy costs are, and that's by far the easiest way to cut your costs.
Sales tax, FBMing, there's tons of ways to lower your
sales tax free. Yeah.
How much should I spend daily to hit 100K a month? So I don't like the idea of hitting or meeting daily spend targets, daily spend goals, because the problem is a lot of OA is cyclical, right? You may hit a couple good sales one weekend, and then another couple days, you're not going to see much. That's fine, right? That's the normal trajectory of an OA business. What we don't want for it to happen is you just start to spend or force spend, right? You just wake up knowing you have to spend 5,000 and then start to force the issue on things that you shouldn't necessarily be buying.
Yeah,
right?
Tracking monthly is good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jeff, like percentage wise, you're probably spending 60 grand. You probably sell 50 of it that you bought, and then the next 10 you bought sells next month. But generally, like for every $1 you spend, you'll do 2 in revenue.
And you FBM with the boys, so you part of that. You're moving the same day, right? The wife's getting mad at you for using the kitchen table and shit like that. That's a part of it too, though. It's part that shit was beautiful. Chris Rasick was on our podcast just now, and he was talking about how like his stuff creeps out into the other parts of the house potentially too. And I was like, that's beautiful, man. It never ends. You got to have that dog in you.
It's kind of funny that we didn't talk about even what his business looks like. It was all kind of just like high level.
Oh, that was great, man. Yeah, literally, right? Like that's gonna help people.
Like I couldn't tell you what he does either OA or wholesale, but he was spitting for 35 minutes.
Sonny, start a service business then if you're not in the US.
Yeah, Sonny.
Edit content, make thumbnails, like go on Fiverr and just see like a lot of the service business people do. And then once you have a few grand, you can sell in the US.
Yes. Oh, Sonny, you should also be a VA too for sourcing. Like if you're watching these streams, like you could be a dog sourcing quick.
Hey, I mean, and being hip to like our 3 YouTube channels, you can learn real quick.
Facts. If I was a VA, I'd be commenting on every video like I'm a VA looking for work. Hit my line. Like
you would get 5 jobs immediately.
Yeah. How many items in inventory is ideal for 6 figures a year? If we're talking in profit, you're gonna make between 40 and 80K of that on just your best couple products. So probably your best 20 ASINs there, and then you'll probably fill out somewhere between 50 and 300 to 500 other ASINs, depending on how much product you're doing versus how much you have a delegated virtual assistants. The more of it you do is going to be higher quality but less ASINs. The more sourcing you delegate to virtual assistants is going to be lower quantities of more ASINs.
Yep. Sonny learned quick.
Yeah, all right. That's yeah. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Dude, speed, maybe.
Somebody hire my man Sonny
Bro,
in
oh
chat.
my gosh. You know how many people would be like looking for every reason to not actually take the advice and just do that?
That's the funniest thing I've seen all day.
All right, someone hit Sonny, drop the WhatsApp. Drop the
WhatsApp. Drop a
WhatsApp.
contact of some kind, Sonny.
Yeah.
Melissa,
FBA
virtual assistant.
Melissa. Yeah, Melissa. So look up like Amazon FBA terms to know on Google, and you'll see a big list of them right there as well.
Oh, see
there you go.
We're
Yeah,
networking and we're
yes,
connecting people as we speak.
If you're planning on up to 10 to 12K starting capital, if you got that much starting capital, pay for help for sure. Start out low. Oh no, 3 to 4 ASINs is way too low on that because you gotta learn the skill, man. Like you're not going to deploy all that capital immediately too, just because your bottleneck's going to be finding enough product, right?
You're probably you're probably spending 100 to 500 on your first few products.
Yeah. I don't do WhatsApp. Well, shit, BWC, you gotta get right. I mean, I'm not brokering this deal for you. You know what I mean? If you want the services, you gotta hit the dude's lots. That man became a VA faster than anyone I've ever seen doing it.
Yeah,
he became a VA.
The more buy box share. I mean, probably marginally, but that shouldn't be the driver behind adding new ASINs. No, Bulldog. We're doing
there's no
OA.
MOQs.
OA for the boys.
Yeah. You just buy it from a website.
OA, yeah. Do you hang around non-Amazon people? Not. I hang out with mostly like people who make money online. Some of them do Amazon, some of them don't, but primarily people who make money online.
Yeah. I feel like you gotta, Will. Otherwise, you end up in an echo chamber. You're out of reality if you don't talk to normal people sometimes.
10K is not much. All right, shit, man. Go band for band then, Christian. Shit. Thank you guys. I'm watching from South Africa. Amazon is launching it. Ooh, you can be super early with that. You should do some private label shit then too.
Yep. When should you make the transition from retail to wholesale? I mean, Wesley, you should be doing both at all times. But if you're hitting retail stores, then start buying the same stuff you've been buying in the stores online, like from websites. That'll be the easier jump. But wholesale is great. Like wholesale is like even the biggest wholesale stores will tell you there's a lot of luck involved. You're just calling the right supplier on the right day when they just got burned or they're feeling good that day. Yeah, like so you might make one call, you find a good supplier. You might make literally 200 and you find your first supplier. You will find it the more calls you make. But
I mean that's the cool thing is, right? You don't know when that call will potentially change your life. But the other cool thing is if you're doing all right, a lot of the products you're touching likely have manufacturer information on the package, distribution information on the package, brand information. A lot of it will have that sort of information that you can go ahead and call, go to the address, reach out in some capacity. And you don't know who's going to say no, who's going to say yes.
Okay, Nux, we got you. Drop the ASIN and the buy cost, and we'll analyze this product for you as we finish up here. Are some VAs trained? Oh, yeah, for sure. In fact, most of the ones you're going to find on onlinejobs.ph at least have experience. No one's going to be really good immediately, though, that doesn't already have another job.
Miles, are you placing a NBA Finals prediction?
Well, see, I haven't watched a single NBA game all year. Aren't the Sixers like the 8th seed?
I have no idea. I just know the playoffs start today.
All right.
All I know is the Celtics are cracked this year.
Okay, well,
I would love to drive down the road to a finals game in Milwaukee, though. So that's what I'm rooting for.
That'd be sick.
Yeah,
Knicks, baby. Oh, of course, you would be a Knicks fan, Will. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the Warriors. I'm looking at now. The Warriors are in the play-in.
Mavs all the way. The Mavericks made the playoffs. All right, I'll go Celtics.
The GOAT, bro. Like,
yeah. No shot. Get real with the Bucks. Can you suggest how to answer spot? Yeah. So Chain, our friend Corey has this, but you should just start calling. Like you'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's not a real prediction, Pete. It would just be sick to go to the finals right down the road.
Wait, Giannis is injured?
Oh, did he get injured? All right, they're definitely making it.
And he's about to be gone.
Oh,
when they get,
huh?
He's about to request a trade.
Really?
Probably.
Tell him to come to Miami. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Damn, the Hornets are ass.
Yeah, Amazon says they're unsellable. You sent them 4 days. Yeah, that's normal, Pedro. It'll take like 2 to 4 weeks for stuff to go live typically. You're good.
Kings. He not a client. Ooh.
Sorry.
Yeah, you might
Suggest
have
any good YouTube videos about how to answer a supplier's question. I talked to a real supplier for like a 20-minute interview. That video is going live in 2 days. So I asked him what he likes and what he doesn't like in conversations with potential buyers. So I think that'd be really
is that Marlon?
No, he's a local guy in Wisconsin, local grocery distributor.
Oh, cool, sweet. Okay, so we're paying $30 for this. Okay. Yeah, so this
You're
is
buying it for 30. Yeah, that's
private label. Yeah. You sure we had the buy cost right on that, Nux? I have the ASIN right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So guys, we want to avoid stuff like this where there's only one seller, has only ever been one seller, and the one seller is the brand. Actually, it might not be. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
So,
And it's like less than $30. So like,
yeah.
unless you got a hell of a deal on this, which you still can't sell it.
Yeah. So we lose $12 if
you lose $12 and you get an IP complaint. So let's not sell that.
Yeah. I'm on East Coast. Keep getting customers from West Coast. Lit. You're on good ASINs there. Hell yeah. Awesome.
Bang.
Yeah, that sounds right, Will. $1.25. Get them in bulk eventually too. Get the cost down a little bit. Sounds good.
We outie?
Oh, no. Therion. Print the wealth, baby. Print the wealth. Get the orders. Raise your price a little bit.
Garrett's itching for the run over here. Garrett's about to start running.
I think you could set regional pricing for the FBM, can't you? Like if you're shipping to the West Coast.
Yeah, you can.
I don't think you should, but yeah, I mean you can. Yeah.
You can raise prices depending on where you're shipping.
They didn't. No. Wayne, resubmit, brother. Resubmit. It's completely normal to get declined a couple times. Just resubmit the same thing.
Christian, go listen to our Amazon Influencer podcast we released a couple of days ago. Super good information.
Yeah. So we're not going to be doing it, but we think a lot of you guys should. Especially if you buy a lot of stuff personally on Amazon. Which is a good idea. Cool. Have a great night, everyone. Love you guys. See you soon. G-Body Ben's about to go get a run in. Appreciate y'all tuning in with the gang. See you guys next time. Be great.
Adios.